How many
live.
people are on your college team, and how does that affect your practice? Like if you're working on facing something like a certain scheme or a certain defense or even a certain offense, do you guys actually have enough personnel to do that, or do you only have like a certain amount of players available sometimes?
So when I came into school both years, there were 50 kids, at practice. So to begin, not a
50
joke, not a
kids?
joke. Yeah, like actually, this is not a joke. Uh, to start off the year for the first, I want to say August, September, and probably October too. It was all 50 kids in the gym at one time. So I mean, you really, that's why I
How do
say
you
your
have
first.
50 kids at a practice? Listen, I joke throughout the years, even when you were there, like you'll go into a varsity division 2 and there'll be 30 kids there because they're going to take half of them and get their student aid and use it for JV and probably serve most of its purpose for varsity. But how do you have a practice with 50 people in the gym?
I mean, man, you don't. That's why I say your first impression is so important because in those 3 months that you're working just to show coach that you're good enough to even be on the varsity team, to even be looked at, to even be on the team. I mean, you're only touching the ball maybe 5 or 6 times in a practice. So what you do with the ball, that those 5 or 6 times is the most important thing. I mean, if when we had a scrimmage day. I mean, that day, you really don't want to be messing up, on the first couple of
So it's like a
scrimmages.
continuous 50 people until either people cut themselves or until you start games and see that you're not on the list. It's like a football
Yep.
team.
We didn't
And
have we had both teams practicing up until I want to say up until like cuz our first game was Halloween. I want to say up until like a week before game day is when we finally shortened it up to, I think we have 20 now or 20. No, we have like, yeah, I want to say 20 or maybe 25. I think it actually is 25. So, yeah, he shortened it up to 25 like a week before. And yeah, I mean,
man,
it's still the bench
I've
is
never heard
full.
of that one, but I just don't know about that. Like that just seems crazy to me. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
not saying you're
I
not
never really understood it.
saying the truth. I'm saying, oh, there's 50 people here. Like as a coach, I have anxiety coaching 18 kids sometimes when we have 18, much less like 25, but
Right.
close to
That's
50 is
why, I mean,
insane.
you got to
Uh,
be doing the right thing at all times
How do
because
you
there
keep
can't
up
be
with
a time.
like that many personalities? Like,
Oh, I
and
mean,
everybody probably thinks they're good enough to be in the top 16.
yes. And that's what you'll notice. I mean, the first 3 months, I mean, everybody thinks they're going to start. There's 50 people that think they're going to start on this team the first 3 months. And I mean, I feel like the big thing for me was when we would get in the gym for, by ourselves, not during practice. I kind of established myself as one of the guys just to the team, not even the coaches aren't even in the gym, but I established myself real early just so that, I don't know. I kind of just felt like I needed to establish myself as one of the dudes. If we're having runs or if we're scrimmaging, no coaches around, I was getting pretty intense and letting them know, y'all coming into my school, not the other way around.